lights. Welcome. For those who have seen my first video with the announcement of the videos of the perspectives of the library, you will notice that I switched to English. It was actually very funny because my first video I did on my mother tongue in Dutch, and that felt great, but then I was so frustrated editing these subtitles in 2 languages, and my MacBook didn't want it and it took me so long. I was like, I'm switching to English, it's more easy. And the funny thing is that it was one of the things I received from the beginning very clear when it's about the library, like, do it in English, it needs to have an English website. What was a little bit strange for me, because personally I love the Dutch language and I like to play with the words, and of course it comes much more easily. So yeah, I'm gonna switch to English. Can be that I need to search a little for something, for some words maybe. But yeah, this is how we're gonna do it. So great you're tuning in. And yeah, I want to talk to you about a little bit what is the library and how can we sort of a little bit comprehend it. And the image of the library, you might have read it on the website or somewhere else. It's the part where it's a small journey where you take when you can read it. Like, imagine you come into a library and there are all kinds of rooms, and in every room a book lives there. You can experience the wisdom of the book. So that part of the story, call it the story, is there to help us to feel a little bit the energy behind it. It gives the mind a little bit more ease to sink into that other layer, what the library is about. It's a metaphorical thing, and because the library itself is pure energy, which sometimes is difficult to experience or comprehend or grasp in the beginning. So here's what I've received to help you out. If I'm imagining walking into the public library here in my town, I'm going in, there's a building, I'm going into the building, I can touch the building, I can go in, I see all kinds of sections with all kinds of books in all kinds of colors. There's fiction, non-fiction, science, all wisdom on its own. I can read the book and my mind can process it, and maybe my body or my emotional body will respond. Sometimes I can even, some books have a smell, and I've heard some people love the smell of books, especially a good friend of mine. It's funny because, like, touching the building, touching the books, it's all matter. Like a table, like a phone, it has the form of matter. Smelling the books, the smell of book is mass. We can't really see it, but we know it's there. We can measure it. And then there's this third layer, and that's the layer of the energy. So matter and mass can only exist from the base of energy. It always has the third component of energy. So that's an interesting third layer. The Omniversal Library doesn't have a building, doesn't have literal books you can open, because there's no matter, there's no mass, but there might be some oxygen. But it's all energy, and we experience that energy with a different antenna, with a different sensibility in our senses. And it's funny because when we want to grow, or when we're stuck in life or searching for some help, we tend to focus on these amazing, great sources of help, actually. Our mind, our bodies, and our hearts. Great sources of information. But for me, there's always one missing, this source of information, and that's for me energy. And that's what the library is. It is energy, and it activates, this sort of, you can call it the sixth sense or the seventh or the 100, I don't mind. But everybody has this energetic antenna, this antenna for this source we don't always use or we don't always know of. And the library is here to, strengthen that, activate, open it more, this energetic antenna to get, the knowledge and the wisdom of this source. So the library is a way to get more connected with this information and your own antenna for it. So it's pure energy, and it doesn't need matter or mass to exist. It only comes with this metaphorical idea of this library, so we comprehend a little bit. Our mind, we soothe our minds a little bit with this image. That's the first part I wanted to share with you. So great. And thank you for listening. And one important thing I want to tell you is, it's a sort of disclaimer. But it's I laugh about it, but it's a very fundamental disclaimer with which the library came. And that is, don't waterproof my words or anybody's words. So I transfer you these words. There's an energy behind it. And these words, the way I explain it, the way the words I used, they transfer to you. And feel your own truth. Feel your own resonances. Make your own truth. So don't waterproof my words. And every day there are different words, because every day is different. And the library can be and mean what it is and means to you, for you. And it can change. So it's not static. So thank you for listening. And I hope to see you next time, where I tell a little bit more about these perspectives of the library.